If you're born with the energy of Sagittarius, I'm going to give you a short little boot camp in this video, teaching you about Sagittarius intuition, the energy that you are born with. And depending on how Sagittarius you are, that's how you'll know how strong and evident this is within your human experience. Equally so, go check out the Sagittarius series if you haven't already. You're going to enjoy it. Take your time. It's a lot, but take your time. You'll enjoy it. Anyways, Sagittarius and intuition. Now, firstly, you guys will be more prone to a gut feeling than those Pisces people who are all about the third eye feeling. It's not like you are clairvoyant more than you are in a knowing. Your intuition, the Sagittarius intuition, has everything to do with the stomach. So to feel things out, to get a sense of things, to just know that a friend mustn't do this, just know that a family member mustn't do X. Sometimes you will know things and you don't know how you know it. You can't prove it, but you just know that this is how things should play out in whatever the context, whether it's your life or whether it's the person. Herein is an example of your intuitive experience being led from the solar plexus, which means that all that is related to the stomach and what you need within that stomach to stimulate the intuition, which is a balance in diet, and a diet that's according to the digestive system of a solar plexus that is super intuitive. And so that's like sattvic food. Go study the Ayurvedic idea and philosophy around sattvic food, even what the Buddhists eat. There's a very low sodium, hardly any salt. It's like simple legumes, dal. The idea is that the less work the stomach needs to do in digesting, the more we allow the energy of that stomach center to be given to that which is intuitive. So even in your experience of the dreams, if you're having a spiritual dream, not to be confused with regurgitation of whatever you're feeding, your vulnerability in your eyes and your fears. That's that kind of dream. And then there's spiritual dreams where there's just a clarity in visitations, especially with the mother's side, loved ones on the mother's side visiting you. So they've passed on, but they're visiting you. Connections via the dream space. All these interactions, especially the fact that you have an interaction with the dream space, and it just has to be regulated. If your sleep is good, then the dreams will be there and there's clarity in it. But you have to look after your stomach, which means your confidence has to be really good and regulated. You need to really embrace the fact that you are so close to the kids, or so close to the animals, or so close to the old people. You need to care for that solar plexus, because that's exactly the kind of energy those focal points in life are going to be attracted to. Because you are a yellow, empathic, solar plexus, intuitively inclined zodiac placement or Sagittarius, is that you are more prone to being like the sunflower. You are an invite to people, which is why people are drawn to you like a warm sun, a warm summer's day. You are drawn out of the house to go sit under the tree. So people will treat you exactly like that, and your intuition will flourish accordingly only if you care for your sun. If you care for that stomach of yours, if you eat according to what the stomach needs, especially knowing that you're not just eating for your body, you're eating for your spiritual connection. So there's an idea that whenever you eat, you are worshipping God. That's how deep your eating philosophy must be. So this ideology of sugar needs to slowly dwindle as time passes. Equally so, your empath ability put you really very in good standing in being in one-on-one readings with people. So you guys, as a Sagittarius energy, you guys will be very good at not only picking up the person's energy, but you will be able to pick up anyone that person is connected to and their energies, as long as their stomach is wanting to connect to you and they feel safe with you. Energetically, you can do what I do in readings. You can pick up the people's story, and as long as you trust yourself and you know how to differentiate between your mind and your stomach, you'll be able to know what intuition is. But Sagittarius, struggles to tell the difference between the mind and the stomach. And then we must also go zoom into the stomach and say, who's in charge? Who's the landlord there by the stomach? Is it fear or faith? I know naturally Sagittarius would want it to be faith, know that faith is the right answer, but is it the practical answer? Or is having faith the idealistic answer? But in practice, day to day, that faith, it's like this, it's wonky, you know, on and off, just like the diet. Just like the 1 minute you said you're going to do this, next minute, no. On, off, on, off. So I thought I'd share this experience of intuition and how it looks like, if it's positive and negative. Like I said, both sides, whether you like it or not, you're going to get a dose of your intuition. People randomly coming up to you, kids randomly coming up to you, sharing openness, you getting the dreams. It will be in doses, but you can have a very constant and clear connection if you know who you are in your stomach, and if you understand the intuition that relates to the stomach. It expands so much more because it goes into the solar plexus as well. And if you're not solar plexus, your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And if you understand your sacral chakra, which is the practicality over idealism, you can expand even further. Oh gosh, you can go even further in your connection to intuition. But one step at a time. The idea is not to rush. It's a very important ideology to teach Sagittarius peeps when it comes to intuition. It's not an achievement, it's more a journey. Big difference. Hope you enjoy the video and let me know if it connects to you, you sunflower peeps. You see that there? That's why the old people come to you. That's what you vibrate unconsciously. Without using the eyes, that's what the souls see when they see Sagittarius, that beauty. Who wouldn't want to be close to you, Sagittarius? Huh?